Have you ever wondered about the history and significance of the Veerabadra Swamy temple? Nestled in the Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, this architectural marvel holds a wealth of stories and traditions. A beacon of spiritual and cultural heritage, the Veerabadra Swamy temple has been a significant landmark for centuries. Its rich history and the profound significance it holds among devotees make it an intriguing subject of exploration. So, let's delve into the history of this magnificent temple. The Veerabadra Swamy temple is a Hindu temple located in the Lepakshi in the state of Andhra Pradesh, India. The temple is dedicated to the Veerabhadra, a fierce form of the Lord Shiva. The temple was built on the southern side of Lepakshi town, on a small hillock. It is 140 kilometers or 87 miles away from Bangalore. One can approach the temple from the National Highway NH7 to Hyderabad and take a right turn at the Karnataka-Andhra Pradesh border leading to Lepakshi, which is 12 kilometers or 7.5 miles away from the right turn. Another route to reach the temple is from Hindupur, which is situated 35 kilometers or 22 miles from Penukonda, located in the Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh. The temple was built in 1530 AD by Veerupana Nayaka and Veerana, both of whom were brothers and governors of the Vijayanagar Empire during the reign of King Achyutadeva Raya. The temple is built in the Vijayanagara architectural style. The main temple is laid out in three parts, which are the assembly hall, also known as the Mukha Mandapa or Natya Mandapa or Ranga Mandapa, the Ardha Mandapa or the antechamber, and the Garbhagriha or the Sanctum Sanctorum. The images on the pillars and walls are of divine beings, saints, guardians, musicians, dancers, and the 14 avatars of Shiva. Figurines of the goddesses Ganga and Yamuna flank the entrance to the sanctum. In the columns in the northeastern part of the hall, there are images of Natesha flanked by Brahma and a drummer. In an adjoining column, there are figurines of nymphs in dancing postures flanked by a drummer and cymbalist. The column at the southwest part of the hall has an image of Parvati, Shiva's consort, flanked by female attendants. There are also carvings of divinities such as Bringi with 3 legs and Bhikshatana carved in a dancing posture. This is in the northwestern part of the hall. The ceiling of the hall is fully covered with mural paintings depicting the scenes from the epics, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, and the Puranas, along with the live sketches of the benefactors of the temple. The fresco in the ceiling of Ardha Mandapa antechamber, which is said to be Asia's largest, measures 23 by 13 feet, 7.0 m x 4.0 m. It has frescoes of the 14 avatars of Lord Shiva as Yoga Dakshina Murti, Chandes Anugraha Murti, Bhikshatana, Harihara, Ardhanarishwara, Kalyana Sundara, Tripurantaka, Nataraja, Guri Prasadaka, Lingodbhava, Andhakasuras Mahara, etc. The presiding deity deified in the Sanctum Sanctorum is a near life-size statue of Lord Veerabhadra, fully armed and decorated with a skull garland. There is a cave chamber in the sanctum where sage Agastya is said to have lived when he installed the image of the linga here. Within the temple complex, on the eastern wing, there is a separate chamber with Shiva and his consort Parvati carved on a boulder. In another shrine chamber, there is a statue of Lord Vishnu. The hanging pillar is yet another main attraction in the temple. There is a gap between the base of the pillar and the ground through which cloth or paper can be passed. The pillar is slightly dislodged and touching the ground only on one side. This act was done by a British engineer who forfeited his action, seeing the damage it had done to the ceiling of the temple. A huge granite Nandi or bull, 20 feet or 6.1 meters in height and 30 feet or 9.1 meters in length, bedecked with garlands and bells, carved out of a single block stone, it is a monolithic statue, is located about 200 meters or 660 feet from the temple, which faces the statue of the serpent in the precincts of the temple. There is also a giant footprint inside the temple's premises. It is believed to be that of Lord Hanuman. Surprisingly, the giant footprint is always filled with some amount of water. Could it be another miracle of Lord Hanuman? As mentioned before, the temple was built in 1530 AD by Veerupana Nayaka and Veerana Nayaka, both of whom were brothers and governors of the Vijayanagar Empire during the reign of King Achyuta Deva Raya. After the death of Achyuta Raya, his son-in-law assumed the throne as the former had no sons. Some courtiers spread a rumor that Virupana embezzled the court funds to build the temple. The king ordered Virupana to be blinded. Virupana, stung by the accusation and sentence, preempted and gouged out his eyes and flung them on the wall of the temple. Even today, one can see 2 spots with bloodstains on a temple wall that have withstood centuries of wind and rain. The Veerabadra Swamy temple isn't just a place of worship, it's a major tourist attraction. Every year, thousands of tourists from around the globe flock to this architectural marvel. They don't just come to pay their respects, but also to admire the intricate carvings, the towering sculptures, and the mesmerizing paintings that tell tales from ancient mythology. The temple isn't just about the spiritual experience either. It's equipped with plenty of amenities for tourists. You'll find food stalls serving delicious local cuisine, souvenir shops showcasing exquisite handicrafts, and even guides who can walk you through the temple's rich history and mandapas. What is the best time to visit, you ask? Well, the temple is open throughout the year, but the months between October and February are especially pleasant. Last but not least, the Veerabadra Swamy temple at Lepakshi in the Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.